How's it going, my brothers? Uh, Great to see you, man. Shout out to TJ McAvoy Jensen contributing his 10 shekels to the church. Listen, I told guys we're going to be here most likely permanently, but I will go live for all exclusive members of the main channel. There'll be like a whole Ask Me thing once a month. So if you're not exclusive member of the main channel and you would like to be, let me know. Press 1. I'll send you the link. Got some perks for you guys. You get a badge, so when you comment, you see your name not in live streams, but in comment sections. You get access to Ask Darius. So I got a lot of stuff for guys, for the exclusive members. Great to see all you, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video on the main channel. If you haven't subscribed there, make sure you go subscribe, like the video. I believe it was very important, man. I personally enjoyed the video. See, what I want to give you guys, shout out to Malala the Elephant, great to see you. I want to give you guys things that you can take from my videos, shout out to Greener Grass, and apply them to your life like that. You see what I'm saying? That's what you call value. This is why a lot of guys like ask me, they're like, Darius, why don't you do reaction videos? Like somebody sent me a link to something about some chick talking about she want to use some dude, something like that. You know, and I like how that's cool, but I mean, I want guys to use what I teach and apply it to their life, and they can use it right away. Because I love being a man, and I love helping you guys and giving you guys that work and that wisdom. So, guys, I shot to Mr. 5-star MGTOW. Hello from Romania, Bogdan. It's all about application. My divorce is almost over, and I'm so glad I'm red pilling alone. # powerful. Let's talk more, dude. A lot of guys enjoy being alone. A lot of guys enjoy being free and having casual relationships or flings. See, women don't understand. And I had a talk with a woman recently, and she was like, man, you know, I want to, and she like, Darius, how do you get a man? And I'm like, okay, you want a man? I told her the truth. I was like, listen, you want an attractive, high quality man. You don't want to be no average dude. She's like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, so what you need to do is you need to sit down and ask yourself, what are you bringing to that man's life that's going to make him want to leave the bachelor single life and be with you exclusively? Because I said, listen, sweetheart, right now, her name is Angela. I said, Angela, right now, that man has peace. He has peace in his life. He can move how he want to move. He can sleep with who he want to sleep with. Shout out to all the men who support the church. Listen, I told y'all we're going to be here. I believe we're going to be here Monday and Sunday. This is the podcast channel, guys. We will start having guests very soon. I told you, man. Whoever ain't show up, whoever ain't here, that's on them. Right? So this particular woman, Angela, because for some reason, women always think they can come to me. Shout out to the real Braille. Thank you for contributing your 10 shekels. Shout out to Mr. Big Cam. Shout for contributing your 5 shekels. And she said, Darius, I want a man, I want a relationship. And she's in her early 30s. And she's a cute girl, but you can tell she would look a lot better when she was in her early mid-20s. You can tell she looked a lot better. And I said, I give it to her, for her being in her early 30s. But I said, the men who are in their early mid-30s like you, they're tired, right? They got thrown through the ringer. They want to be free and experience life. They want to do their own thing. And a lot of women don't understand that, why men don't want commitment. It's not that men hate women. A lot of women think that, because you don't want to settle down and be with a woman long term, that you have some sort of hate towards women. That's not the case. A lot of men have done the calculations and say, you know what? Me being in something committed to you is going to be detrimental to not to my life, but to my resources, my happiness, and my emotional well-being. Right? A lot of women, a lot of guys think like, oh, Darius, you want guys to be free and single, so how are they supposed to get sex? It's actually really easy, because women are just giving away sex like it's nothing. And a lot of men say, if I can sleep with multiple women anytime I want, without any strings attached, without any, I don't have to buy the cow. I can basically get the milk for free. Women are like, well, so you don't want to be with us? It's like, ladies, you got to understand, all you women, it's hard to be with you women. It's a lot of stress. Some women just think like it's fun being women. Like, guys, before I get to these points into the lecture, I've talked to women who've been with other women. They said, man, I can't be with other women no more. And I said, why? And they said, because, it's just too much of a headache. And they said, man, you guys are tough, because being with a woman, it ain't no, cakewalk. And I try to tell people that. Being something long-term and committed with a woman, we're not just talking about marriage, guys. We just talking about something long-term and committed, right? That takes a toll on a man's mental. Because that's the thing, a lot of you guys see these women that's out and about out there, and y'all see these good-looking chicks and these dudes with them. Listen, I've been with attractive women, a lot of them. Let me tell you something. It is some work. Being in a long-term relationship is some work. And women, if y'all watching this, you have to understand something. You want a man's commitment. I'll say that again for all you women. You want a man's commitment. You want him to commit his life to you. Do you know how daunting of a task that is? So you probably don't know, but I'm telling you, it's a hard task. So why would any man give up that freedom to just be with you? How are you making it more appealing? When he comes around you, does he have to ask for sex, or do you just give it to him? Does he sleep on the couch? Do you nag him? Do you complain? You gotta understand, he doesn't even have to be high quality, extremely attractive guy. He can be an average guy. And he still has options if he applies himself. Right? So a lot of women, you want these men to commit their life to you and their relationships, but you gotta understand it's another job. Shout out to Brown Hornet, 1975. Great to see you, my brother. Right? It's tough. Now, this is not to complain, because I do give tips and wisdom on the Patreon and how to vet women and et cetera, et cetera. But you women have to make things more appealing to men. You have to realize that, being with you is just not financially draining. It's emotionally draining and mentally draining. There's so many tests and all these different things. So what's going to make it more appealing to settle down with you and commit a man's life, our life, to you? So I came up with 5 reasons for any woman who wants to come across this podcast channel. Guys, everybody give this live stream a like. Great to see all you men here. Everybody who supported, contributed to the church. Guys, support on this wonderful Wednesday. If you have not joined the Patreon, we got a lot of good wisdom on there. Here's the link. Make sure you guys join the Patreon. Also, if you have not, follow me on Twitter. Follow me, Darius M Network. There's the link. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Darius M Network. Keep up with updates and everything. We're going to cook. We're going to get into it, man. Guys, don't let anybody shame you because you don't want to be in a committed relationship with them. Don't let a woman try to shame you and say, listen, that's your time. She has to earn it. I talked about in the previous video. You are an employee, just like Nike. Listen, you are too valuable. Yes, this live stream is staying up on here. This is the podcast channel, my brothers. You don't see me using any curse words or profanity, right? All right? 5 reasons why men avoid committed long-term relationships. But first, there's a definition called avoidant attachment style. These men learn early on in relationships that they're not safe. For them, independence and emotional distance trump intimacy and vulnerability. Do you have an avoidant attachment lifestyle? Probably, but it's for good reason. Again, I tell men not to hold on to hurt and pain from previous relationships, but what I do tell men is to sit down and learn what happened. Right? I tell men, listen, look what happened, because no woman put a gun to your head and told you to be with her. No woman told you to buy her this. But what needs to happen is you need to take necessary steps moving forward so you won't get yourself back in that predicament. And a lot of men, they say, okay, you know what? Yes, I learned game. Yes, I learned what she did to me. I should avoid this red flag. But a lot of men are avoiding relationships completely. And they're just fling masters, slanging meat, slanging pipe, running through different women, just smashing. I don't blame you guys because it's tough out there. See, here's the thing. Shout out to Jay Stewart. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Torrance. Thank you for contributing your 10 shekels. Much appreciated. A lot of women don't understand that being with you is like a minefield. Thank you, Terrell. Love you, man. It's tough. So here are 5 reasons why the average man avoids long-term relationships. And these are no in particular order of significance. Ladies, if you happen to come across this, what you need to do is hear me loud and clear, and maybe watch this over and over again, because you are lonely. I'll say that again. I went on my 3-mile run, and I just happened to just, you running, I run past a couple women, and they were sitting there like, oh, he's so cute. I don't know why he's single. Like, yeah. Like, it's just like, these women, they love relationships. No homo. Right? So they always want relationships. Every woman wants commitment. No woman just wants to be ran through. Now, she'll give you sex and she'll hope that you commit to her. But no woman wants to just be ran through 24/7. So number 1, males can get sex without marriage more easily in this time. Sex and sleeping with women is far too easy to get. Like, you don't even have to be 6 feet tall. You don't have to have Armani looks. You don't have to be muscular and huge. It's straight up too easy. I'm gonna keep on. Like, that's why I laugh at dudes like, how are you, involuntary celibate or whatever? Like, sex is just too easy to get. All you do is have to just open your mouth, step out there, and boom. Eventually, something gonna happen, because women know that we have the upper hand. They know it. So they have no choice but to give in. Like, there's rarely men on this planet that will just give their commitment before sex. Even beta simps don't do that crap. And even if they're like beta white knight type of dudes, they'll eventually wake up to it. Like, wait a minute. I gave you my commitment. I gave you my money. I gave you my resources, my life, my energy. So what do I get? They'll eventually wake up. So a lot of women, you have to realize there are too many options for us, man. The game is out there, not just on my channel, all over the net. Like, getting sex from women, it's almost like going through a McDonald's drive-thru. Because, heck, if you're still on the dating apps, that makes it way too easy. Heck, women are, on top of that, women have been sexually liberated. Which means they're being told, yeah, girls, sleep around, do whatever you want. That's understandable. But you got to understand that comes with a cost. Because eventually, you're going to want something long term. And after he's gotten that milk, he realizes, I don't have to buy the cow. I've already smashed you. My benefits won't go up if I commit to you. But your benefits and your demands for me will go up. And men are realizing this. Men are buying the milk and not buying the cow. Because once a man gets what he wants from you, what are you going to do? You gonna try to force them to be with you? And here's the thing: a lot of women are saying, "Well, I'm gonna keep sex from them." I remember I was with this one female. She was like, "Yeah, you just get a taste. You know, you ain't. I'm not gonna sleep with you like that. I'm not gonna give you my everything." A lot of women they do certain sexual things in the bedroom and don't give you their all because they're like, okay, they want commitment and they want you to come back again. They don't want it to be a one-time thing. I've ran into women like that. As sad as it is. Women are just getting desperate. You have to understand, ladies, you've done it to yourself. Sex is too easy to get. So what else are you going to bring to a man's life? Especially if, like, we just talking about like average or below average dudes. I'm talking about women who want the top 20% dudes. Do you women realize that man has far too many options? Let's just say the top 40% men. Matter of fact, let's just say half of men on this planet, the top 50%. Do you know those men have options? They have options. So they don't have to bring anything to your life if they don't want to. They can sleep with this chick, go home, chill. Because truth be told, men like to, it's in our DNA to sleep with this woman and sleep with that woman and basically be free so we can be on our journey. It's not natural and normal for a man to be in a relationship. This is why so many men have trouble in relationships. Because it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel normal. Right? That's why a lot of men look at other chicks and be like, man, it's because it's not on a man's hunting ground. Relationships are a woman's playground, right? That's their foundation. And you women want that. So what needs to happen is ask yourself and all your single friends, what am I going to do to get this man's commitment? What are you going to do? Ask yourself. Some of you guys are like, oh, well, some of you women, because you haven't thought that far. A lot of you women believe that if I just give them sex, then that's it. That's all I got to give them. No, because there's so many other women who have that. There's so many other women who can give me, you, all these. So are you giving a man food, cooperation, and sex and peace? Majority of women, they just give sex and they all type of chaotic, dysfunctional drama. And then they get mad when dudes get rid of them, or they get cheated on, or they get left. You ladies have to realize the options are limitless for us men. All we literally have to do is apply ourselves. And truth be told, the guys who really who seek long-term relationships, I'm not saying they're bad. They're bad if you don't know what you're doing. The guys who get in long-term relationships, what happens with those guys is they're truly beta. One, they probably don't know their value. And two, they can't do better than that particular woman they decide to settle down with. Right? The guys who are really free in our relationships, there's a high chance that they can get a lot of different women. They have their pickings of different chicks, different ethnicities. They probably got the passport. They high value men. They can do this, and that. Have a roster of different women. Those are the men who decide to not settle down. And everything. Shout out to Mr. TJ McAvoy Logistics for contributing his 10 shekels. Thank you, TJ. Love you, brother. Guys, make sure you support the stream. Donate to the church. This is the new podcast channel. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me, there's my email. Shoot it to me. Let's set something up. Get you some help. Get you some wisdom. Also, if you have not subscribed to my second channel, Darius Media Network, here's the link. Click it. Bam, bam. Go subscribe. Come on back real quick. Number 2, men can enjoy the benefits of having a wife by cohabitating men can enjoy the benefits of having a wife by cohabitating rather than marrying. So you can get wife benefits as opposed to putting a ring on it. That's true. That's why a lot of women are like, oh, why don't he ask you to marry him? Because he's already getting benefits. He's already getting his clothes washed. He's already getting dishes clean, kitchen clean, all this, and you want that man to say, okay, you know what, I'm a, and his thing, he's in control. A lot of women don't understand that. Well, they do understand. They just refuse to accept it. So if I'm getting all the wifely quote unquote benefits, I'm getting the carpet vacuum. I'm getting a chick probably give me a bath. I'm getting everything is getting cleaned up. Then why should I actually get married to you? What sense does that make? Like, and I told you guys before, I personally have never met a man in my life who said, Darius, being married is fun and exciting. You gotta do it, man. I've never heard a man, but I talked to dozens of men that say, man, yo, don't do it, man. Don't do it. And they kind of laugh, like I said in the main channel, they laugh like, man, it's don't, and they know they got to go home to a woman who's gaining a lot of weight, who's most likely ain't putting out, and who's manipulating them and gaslighting them. That's what a lot of marriages are. Now, are there some pretty good ones? Possibly. But those, again, require women to continue to submit. See, a lot of times when women get that wedding ring, they say, you know what, I don't got to do no wife stuff no more because they already got what they wanted. And that's why I tell guys, do not, if you get married, you best believe that she's going to start getting attitudes with you. She's going to start getting smart with you. She's going to start talking a lot of crap behind your back to her friends. She ain't going to want to clean up. All these different things she's going to do because she knows she got your commitment. And a lot of guys don't realize that until they sign their name on the dotted line. Or sometimes when they get in a long-term relationship. Because a lot of women think they're good. They think like, okay, you know what? He's my boyfriend. Now I can stop working out. Now I can stop jogging. Now I can stop going to the gym. He's my boyfriend. Now, I don't have to give him sex as often as I could. A lot of women, you don't understand. If he's not a beta white knight and he knows his value, like I'm teaching men on my channels, what's going to happen is he'll say, man, the heck with this. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to deal with this. And he's going to flee. And he's going to go. That's just how the game is. You women wanted it. You women wanted to be sexually liberated and do your thing. Now you have to pay the consequences. Because now men are saying, okay, you know what? Let me adapt. Let me just, progress and get my life together and have a whole bunch of options. Men can get wife benefits without even having to get on one knee. That's what you women get. So here's the thing, ladies, you're going to have to keep doing it. Now you can try to find a guy who you can get lucky with. He truthfully told, he just really doesn't know his value, so he'll probably, marry you possibly. But ladies, what man is gonna want to marry a woman in her 30s? Guys, let me ask you something. Do you guys know many women who get married in their 30s? I personally don't know many. I don't know many women. Matter of fact, I don't know any. I haven't came across any who have gotten married in her 30s. 30 years old or older. I don't know any woman. Haven't seen any posts on social media. Now, maybe you guys have one or two, maybe. I don't know. But women, you have to realize something. Once you get to a certain age, you're done. Women marry in their early 20s when they supposed to not chasing degrees and sleeping around and traveling. That's when women's supposed to get married, when their skin is tight, when they have good attitudes, when they're able to be molded, like I put on the Patreon video. Guys, check that video out. Go to Patreon. If you haven't become a patron, press 1 if you like to become a patron, man. We got a lot of good stuff on there. Right? She's able to be molded. Right? Older women, they usually marry cats, dogs, and again, they stuck in their ways. So you women who think you're gonna get degrees and do all these things, when you get 30 years old, even 28, 29. Like dudes are like, guys, when a dude hits 28, 29, 30, like he's not gonna want to settle down. Like when a woman has to pull a Houdini trick, she has to do all this crazy stuff for a man to say, you know what, I'm gonna tie the knot. Right? The thing about it is, women, you do have a chance. But here's the thing. Let me open you guys' eyes to something, man. The truth. A lot of men are blinded by women in their early teens and 20s. So if you women want a husband, what you need to do is get with that nice guy who's not red pilled, who doesn't have that much experience with women, who probably been with a few women. But get with that guy who's in his early 20s. Because as he progresses in life, as he gets 27, 28, 30, he's gonna look like, yo, I've slept with this chick, I've slept with girls who had boyfriends, I've slept with girls who had husbands, I've seen this on the internet. Like dudes are starting to see a lot of things, ladies. Like dudes are picking up on everything. This is the age of social media and the internet. Things get around, I'm talking like that. Infidelity, all types of stuff. And dudes are like, man, do I really want to be that dude? Do I really want to, be used and tossed to the trash and walking in on my woman getting smashed by this dude and it being recorded and it's going on the internet? A lot of men are just being red pilled by their experience. So what's gonna happen is, if you women don't marry a dude I'm not saying he's dumb, who doesn't have that much experience with women, and who hasn't been thrown in the ringer in the mud, what's gonna happen is he's gonna get 26, 27, 28 years old, 29, 30. He gonna see everything. Like, man, I ain't going ever out. And by the time he's already built his business, he's already has multiple streams of income. He's learned over time how to be free. He's learned over time how to prioritize his life and have a system that's conducive to him, and he can insert a chick or two or three chicks per month and keep it moving. He don't have to, not stop his goals and everything. He doesn't have to take his focus off his businesses and all the stuff like that. So you women have to understand, you setting yourself up for failure. You think you can do all these different things in your 20s, and then on the back end, you want to get married. Listen, ladies, I know this going to sound, ladies, I don't know any woman who's gotten married when they're 30 years old. I do not know any. Somebody please send me a link, guys. If you are on social media, if you have maybe a sister, a cousin, who, or maybe your mother, or whoever's gotten married in their 30s, thank you, TJ McAvoy, just for getting rid of him. Moderators, please monitor the chat room, please. Love you guys. If you know any woman who's 30 years old and has gotten married, please send me a link so I can see, oh, okay, I can verify. I don't know. I have not seen. So what is that saying? Ladies, that saying is you're doing dirt in your early teens and 20s and your mid-20s. You're doing dirt and you're trying to settle down at the last minute, thinking you're going to find an idiot, because that's what he is, a fool. Mother ever said, I'm 40 and never have seen one. Don't care how she looks. It's facts. I've never seen any. Right? And you women are confused to why don't dudes want to settle down, and you're mad and upset. That's because you decide to sleep around, and men are understanding this. Ladies, the word gets around. No dude wants to be second fiddle. No dude wants an apple that's already been bitten by some other loser guy. No dude wants that. So you want a man to settle down after you've gotten used up, sloppy seconds, ran through this and all these different things. and you mad because he don't want to do that. Well, why weren't you smart and settle down with a gal in your early to mid 20s? Why do it when you late 20s, early 30s, 40s? Like, Jesus Christ, help me over the fence. I have a hard time believing that women are this naive to what I'm saying. I have a hard time, like, are they that naive? Are they that confused and like oblivious to the things that we talk about? Like, men are picking up. His value increases as he ages. Your value decreases as you age. Listen, I'm 31. This is how I look. No homo. I look like I'm 22, 23. I take pride in it. I'm happy. Right? You women have to understand. I have the power. Men like myself have the power. Men age, as long as they take care of themselves, age gracefully. Which means a woman who's 31 like me, I look far better than her. By far, I'm far more in shape. Women who's 31, most likely their hair is really thinning. My hair is, I'm not going bald. My hairline isn't receding. I'm good. So ladies, you have to understand. Men like myself, men like these men who are watching, they know how attractive they are. They know how successful they are. So what are you going to do to get his commitment? Oh, I don't. What are you going to do, ladies? What are you going to do? I seen women that I went to high school with, old. They still looking. They looking for a guy to settle down. Tattoos on their neck. All types of things. See, as a man gets older, he knows how to take care of himself. He learns different quirks and different things. Things to make him look more attractive, make him healthier. You women, see, that's the thing. We have the burden of performance, ladies. And I'm going to get back to the other quote, the other points. Why men avoid long-term committed relationships. You have to understand, ladies. Men know what's going on. They know. See, when you hit 30, ladies, your skin will get loose. You probably have tattoos everywhere. You've been ran through. And now you want a quality man who's built his life up, who's worked hard, who's grinded, all in his 20s and still going, to settle down and give his life and commitment to you. I understand that. Now the question is, to you ladies, what are you going to do to get his commitment? Remember, ladies, he can get sex. That's nothing. My point. I rest my case. Because no woman has an answer to that. And this thing when women are, women who are in their late 20s, 30s, they have a mindset, guys, of just thinking that they're the prize. This is why I have a hard time. They have a mindset in thinking that they're the prize. Like, I can see if a woman was like late 20s, 30s, and she was like, you know, like ready to be submissive and cooperative. Like, these women have huge egos. Like, yeah, I'm the prize. But you want a man to commit to you. Again, ladies, what are you bringing to his life? Your bad attitude, your unwillingness to be submissive, your unwillingness to be catering. We forgot that you above that. You are independent diva. Your unwillingness to communicate properly like an adult. That's what you're going to bring. This is why you're single, ladies. This is why men don't want to commit to you being long-term. See, men are smart. Men are very smart. We adapt really fast. Now, we might bump our head a few times, but after so long, men adapt. We understand what pain is. We understand accountability. We get it, ladies. But you don't get it. This is why you're upset. And you want a man to commit. But you're mad. Because he won't. Word of advice to you. If any ladies are in their early to mid-20s, you better get a guy right now. Just do it. Don't act like, oh, I don't want to settle. Lady, you don't even have a choice. Do you know how many men are like myself who are in their 30s? Ladies, you don't have a choice. You better do whatever that man says if you want a ring. And you better hope he's not a woke dude. Because the only way you ladies are going to get a ring 9 times out of 10 is if he's oblivious to female nature. I'm going to be honest. That's the only way. And truth be told, he doesn't know his value. Now, if you are a superwoman and you're able to do all these different things and whatnot, then great. More power to you. Let's continue. These are 5 reasons why men avoid long-term committed relationships. Guys, I don't blame you. Don't try to be shamed into committing to a woman, because I guarantee you, if that woman was smart, she would have committed to those good guys in the past. She didn't do it. Now she wants you on a back burner, on the back end. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to yourself, man. Now here's the thing. Now if she does what she's supposed to do, let's say you're 32 years old. You're a 32-year-old man. And let's say she's 32 and she's cooperating, she's doing everything she's supposed to. She's just showing you like, yo, I'm ready. Like if she's doing any and everything and you feel like, oh, it feels as though, and you vetted her out and you got in touch with me and you set up a consultation, then you can move forward and proceed with that woman in something long-term or committed. But if that woman is not jumping, guys, let me tell you something. If she ain't jumping the hoops, the older she gets, the more she should be ready to cooperate. I understand she's 21. Okay, her skin is tight. Her chest ain't sagging. You know, she's at her peak. Now, I'm not giving her excuse, a woman in her early mid-20s, to be, you know, disrespectful or mean, but, you know, they're attractive. That's their peak years. But if a woman is if you're 30 years old or older, and you're not jumping through hoops for that man, if you're not bending your back, if you're not crawling on your knees, if you're not running through hot coals for that man, if you're not buying dinner for him, if you're not paying for the first date and you're 30 years old, you are foolish. And you need help. Because no man in his right mind is going to pay for a woman who's 30 years old. You are too old to mold. There's a new woman who turns 18 every single day, every hour of the day, every minute of the day, matter of fact. You're in competition, ladies. And you're on the clock. You know, I see a lot of women in these dating channels, and they comment on a lot of YouTube videos, and they ask, you know, it's a lot of videos. A video like has like 4 million views. It's like, how do I get a man to commit to me? How do I get a man to be in a committed relationship with me? And it's sad because they're looking and they're asking how. How do I do it? You know how you do it? You stop listening to these goofballs who send you off. You be submissive, you work out, you get in the gym, you run at least 3 to 5 miles a day, you get on a diet, you stop acting smart, stop trying to be sarcastic because you're not funny, learn how to cook, learn how to. Learn how to cater to a man. Everything I just named in the past 15 seconds, do you realize majority of that stuff women refuse to do? So what, ladies, this is why you're single. This is why you don't get commitment, ladies. I'm telling you. And see, I laugh because you ladies had me years ago. I'm 31. I'm sharp as a tack. You listen, ladies, I wasn't awake like this. These men, they weren't awake like this. There are a lot of guys in their 30s and 40s. They weren't awake like they. You could have had them in their 20s. That's why you ladies are foolish. You missed out. Now it's my job to train men and tell them their value on a weekly basis. Because you could have got men who didn't know their value, and you could have got men who would purchase you houses, bought you $10,000 engagement rings. You ladies were sold a lie in your teens and 20s and saying you can have the world. You couldn't have your cake and eat it too. Now you're starting to realize as you age, as you get older and older and older and older, that white picket fence, that wonderful wedding is going to be nowhere in sight. And you won't be able to have that. It's unfortunate, but you ladies did it to yourself. You're the only one that you to blame for this. Ladies, think of how many men you friend zoned. Now, don't say, okay, I understand you want to do that's attractive, but listen, you got to start doing what you got to do, ladies. If you want commitment, if you want a man's resource, what you got to do is sometimes you got to get with an average looking guy. Ladies, the reason why a lot of dudes don't want to commit to you, like I said in point number 1, they have too many options. We can sleep with whoever we want to. Well, not everyone, but I mean, we have options. And yes, you did have options, but you decide to act on your hypergamy, ladies, and you have to realize that it's messing you up. You always want to see if the grass is green on the other side. I remember I was in a relationship with a female, how many years ago? Like, when I was 24. And, you know, we was in a relationship for like 8 months and we broke up. I thought the relationship was going perfect. Right? Not bitter, not bad. We moved on. I'm clearly upgraded in life. And she came back 2 years later. Right? And she gave me a call. I'm like, who is this? Hey, it's Kelsey. Like, and I'm thinking like, and the thing about it, she was expecting to just pick up where she left off. Like, do you not remember you broke up with me about 2.5 years ago practically for nothing? Oh, I know what it was. It was because you thought you could do better with whoever guy. Maybe he was taller, more attractive. I don't know the guy. Who knows? But a lot of you women, you're trying to do the impossible. You're trying to be hypergamous. And then you want to leap back when you're getting up there in age. So this particular woman, she leaped back to me when she was 29. And she's like, you know, hey, like just picked up like nothing happened. Ladies, it's your fault. You do this to yourself. Men are just playing the game right. You want to be hypergamous, that's understandable. You want the best deal possible, that's understandable. You want to try to climb the ladder, that's all understandable. Congratulations. What you have to realize is the more you climb, the more you try to move up, the more heads and fingers you step on of good men. What's going to happen is you won't be able to move up anymore, and those men are going to realize, ouch, ouch, you're going to be stepping on their head, and you're going to just be moving up and discarding those guys. And then when that guy you really want, the top 5-10% guy, run through you because he has tons of options himself, you don't get knocked all the way down, then you're going to try to find one of those guys' fingers and hands you stepped on. And then those guys are been woken up. And they're going to see the light and they're not going to accept you back. Now, some might accept you back just to run through you and smash. and then send you about and move, send you on your way and go about their business. But you guys got to understand, you are doing this to yourself. Nobody's to blame but you. Let's continue. Move right along. Number 3, men want to avoid divorce and financial risks and ruin. Ladies, listen, we understand that you want a man who is financially stable, who has his life together, who has his own home, resources, savings, 401k, life insurance, etc., etc. I understand this. It's in a woman's nature to want that. But men understand, and we realize that the government is not on our side. Okay? It's not on our side. So not only do us men have options, right? Number 1, we can get sex anytime we want. And number 2, we can enjoy the benefits of wife duties, wife treatment without us marrying you. But now we're at number 3 of the 5 reasons why men won't commit and be in a long-term relationship with you. Divorce and financial risk and ruin. Ladies, I have at least 5 to 7 consultations per week, and at least 2 of those men on average per week tell me about how they were divorced and their money taken, and they can barely see their children. That gets around. Now you might say, well, I'm not like all the other girls. I would never divorce my husband. Yeah, right. See, here's the thing, ladies. It's not that it'll happen. It's the fact that you have the ability to do that to a man. You have the ability to take his money, to take the home. Why would a man want to work his whole life, get to you, marry you, say his vows, say I do, and then he get everything, or at least half, taken away from him? Have you ladies thought of that? Oh, we know you don't think nothing like that. You know why you don't think like that? It's because you don't care and it's not coming out of your pocket. This is why. Number 3. A man getting his money taken, alimony, child support. See, you ladies don't have to deal with it. That's gut wrenching. I don't care if guys, if anybody tries to shame you and says, well, just get over it. You don't know, any woman is capable of doing that. Any woman on this planet. Listen, I'm quite sure the men that these women married and they got the big wedding and all that, invite all these people and gowns and dresses and the cake and reception. I don't think those men thought they'd get divorced or they thought you ladies would leave them. I don't think those men ever thought that. So just for you, if you want to say, well, I'm not like that, I'm not like all the other girls, I believe in to death do us part. Well, a lot of men aren't taking that risk. And going back to number 2, we can get wife benefits without even committing to you and marrying you. So men are doing the calculations. And they're saying, why should I sign my life away? Sign my business away? Why should I? Again, why should I do all that if I can get the milk for free and not buy the whole cow? I can keep milking you. I can keep milking you. A lot of men are asking Dr. Ralphie, what's in it for me? And here's the thing, ladies. When men ask her what's in it for me, you have no good response. You have no good response. What's in it for us, ladies, for when it comes to commitment? When it comes to marriage? I had a guy say, yeah, you get kids. And I said, okay, listen, let me say this. For a man who has children, And yes, I do have custody. I'm on the winning side. Shout out to all the fathers out there. Let me say this. For the men who want children and might be, or the guys who might be married, you see those children, let's say they move out at 18. You're only going to see those children about 66% or 60, 70% of the time. So in those 18 years, you're going to be around your child or children for only a good 12 of them, as far as lifetime total, hours, minutes, seconds, everything combined. Because you have to work and maintain. You're not just working your 40 hours. You got to work at least 60. So you won't even be able to be around your children like that. You just have, I got some offspring, and which is wonderful. Congratulations. But you won't be around them that much. Because you got to do what needs to be done to not just make your wife happy, but you got to take care of everything because the burden is on your shoulders. A lot of money invested in these marriages. And a lot of men are getting their money taken. See, ladies, let me ask you a question about when it comes to money or resources. Would you marry a man who made less money than you? If you have a question, please hit the super chat. Would you marry a man who makes, let's say you make $100,000, ladies. Would you marry a man who makes $65,000? There's a high chance you ladies wouldn't. You know why? Because it's about the money. It's a business. And men are understanding this. So why on earth would he go that route? Why would he jeopardize all his money? Listen, ladies, life is hard. If you want to get somewhere in life as a man, you got to be hitting on all cylinders, and there has to be some quote unquote luck. You have to know certain people to get certain places in life if you're a man. If you want to get higher in life, you got to, be around certain groups of people and individuals to be something bigger than the average Joe. So if a man is making $100,000+ a year, you think he's gonna want to jeopardize all that he's worked for to give it to you? For you to take the home and you raise the children in there while you choose a bad boy loser guy, a Tyrone, a Chad, who has no place to live, and you move him in, and he's around that thug loser guy that nobody does around his children, while he's in a little studio or 1-2 bedroom apartment, and he not only has to pay for your house that you live in with that Tyrone and Pookie, that Ray loser guy, but he has to pay for all his expenses and child support most likely. See, ladies, you don't think about this stuff, man. You know why you don't think about it, ladies? Because you don't care. Only thing you care is about you being comfortable in your life. But I'm here to tell you, men are wide awake. And you're going to get casual flings, casual hookups, and, the occasional come through at 10 p.m. type of thing. Ladies, you did it to yourself. See, you don't think about pleasing a man. Only thing you think about is yourself. Number 4, lack of sex. This is why men don't commit. 4 of the 5. Lack of sex. Guys, I've never been married, but I know a lot of married men who tell me, yeah, I barely have sex. Like it's noted that a lot of married men have only sex like 3 to 5 times per year. I can get that in a week. Literally in seven business days. If I move things around, I can get 3 to 5 sex sessions per week. Now think of a man who's committed his life and going out there and working hard and providing for his family and his wife, buying her stuff, make sure she's comfortable, letting her change the wallpaper, letting her do this, do that, and he's only getting sex 4 to 5 to 7 times per year? And it's probably starfish, weak, boring sex, not even passionate. Guys, I know married women who live, and it's so messed up, yo. Like, I've talked to chicks who was married, or I was dealing with a female, and she told me like how her female friends, her girlfriends was married, and those girlfriends refused to give their husband sex. And I'm like, what the? And they laugh about it. And these women, they have so many tactics they can use. They can say, well, I just don't feel like it. Or they can a lot of women have a lot of different ways to manipulate a husband. Or even a guy in a long-term relationship. You did this so that she can act sad and mopey. So then you got to come to her aid and do all these different things. And you be trying for weeks and months to please her. Then come the third month, you did everything you're supposed to. Then she finally give you sex. There's a lot of women who do that crap, man. Even in relationships. Women withhold sex and do this goofy stuff. Like, dudes are avoiding that crap. And again, they're staying free so they can sleep with whoever they want. Because chances are, as soon as he sat on that dotted line and he says, I do, there's a high chance to him getting the crazy good sex that he was getting when you were his girlfriend or fiance, that's going to die down fast. It's going to take a nosedive. See, women give you the best passionate sex when you don't commit to them. I learned this many, many times. If you want the best sex from women, do not get in a long-term committed relationship. Because as soon as you do, she understands, oh, I got this dude now about a balls, and I can do what I want. I don't have to, please him, because she got what she wanted. And the ultimate goal for women is commitment, right? That's the ultimate goal. She don't have to, continue to please you. That's how the game is. It's kind of like you being on a job for 90 days and you got that 90 days probation, and as soon as you get hired on completely, and you're in the clear of that job, that new job, and you're off that probation, what happens? You tend to get lackadaisical a little bit. You're like, man, I'm on the job, man. I made it through. You on that permanently. That's how women see it. They're like, okay, I got his commitment. Whew, I don't gotta sleep with him no more. I don't gotta do stuff around the house. I don't gotta do stuff to make him happy. I don't gotta worry about him. Because she got what she wanted. Shout out to Booster Coyote. Great to see you, my brother. One of the moderators contributed his 10 shekels. He said, what them super chats said? Yes, the super chats are up, guys. Make sure you contribute on this wonderful Wednesday. Give you guys work. Guys, we're going to be on here exclusively on this podcast channel, so make sure the word gets around. All right? So the lack of sex when you get in a long-term relationship with a woman, that stuff, and then the thing about it, women try to make you feel guilty about it. I said in the previous video, they try to just, I don't feel like it, or you don't make me feel special. Yo, I swear, I was listening to on one of those guys' channel, and it was like some relationship advice. I swear to God, guys, I'm going to find a clip, and I'm going to throw it on Patreon and do my reaction to that. This particular dude, it was like y'all know how they have those big, they have a whole bunch of married couples in the stands and in the crowd. It's like a marriage convention type of thing. And you have one dude up there that's talking about, it's like a marriage guru. And anyway, he's sitting there talking, and he asks okay, so you lovely couple, how long you been married? He's like, we've been married for 12 years. He's like, oh, congratulations. And then the dude was like, and the crowd kind of laughed a little bit, which is sad. And then the dude was like, so what's the issue? And I swear to God, she was like, guys, I can't make this up. I'm not making this up. She said he doesn't, watch TV with me and talk to me. I said, and I had to rewind it. And a woman, because she had a microphone, and she says, "Hi, yeah, my husband." And here's the beta dude, the husband standing next to her. Like, yeah, he doesn't, watch TV with me, and he doesn't really talk to me. I'm like, and all you hear is the crowd, and they kind of smirking like, oh, and the dude standing up there, the dude that runs the convention thing, he's like, hey, everybody quiet, quiet, y'all quiet down. And it's so embarrassing because people like laughing at the dude, the husband, and the husband like, yeah. And then she gave the mic to the husband, and the dude's like, yeah, I do watch TV with her. And then she's like, okay, so sweetheart, what's wrong? She was like, well, he just doesn't, really communicate with me, and he doesn't really hold me like that. I said, you come way to a convention to complain about your husband not watching TV with you and not. Then she said, oh, he doesn't talk. She said he doesn't not just watch TV, but he doesn't talk to me and he doesn't hold me. I said, wow. And then I said, you know what? I'm good. These committed relationships. I'm not about to be in that goofy crap. When I seen that, guys, it was so embarrassing. When I heard it, it was so embarrassing for that. I was like, it's like she just kept compiling things on. And then the dude was like, well, man, my brother, you gotta really talk to your woman and see how she communicates. I'm like, how is that dude supposed to learn? How is that husband supposed to understand what's wrong with his wife? He came all the way down to that convention. 9 times out of 10, that wasn't even his idea. He probably paid for the flight. He probably paid for the tickets, only to be humiliated in front of thousands of people. Because you, female, the wife, because you didn't watch TV with her, which he did. Then she admitted he do watch TV. Then she said, oh, he don't really talk to me while we watch TV. What are y'all supposed to talk about? If the TV is going right here and we sitting there watching TV, what you want me to talk to you for? Because there's a high chance she would have complained about this. Dude would have been watching TV with his wife, and he would have been talking to her. Yeah, baby. And she would be like, stop, be quiet. Pick on my part. You talk. So she would have complained about him talking to her while the TV going. Like, it would have just been complaint fest. Then she said, oh, he doesn't cuddle with me. Then he said, he got the mic, he said, yeah, I do cuddle with you, He said, oh, he doesn't really hold me. I said, you know what? That's why I said these long-term, all women going to do is complain 24/7. They going to nag. That's why I tell y'all, man, y'all got to, it was so embarrassing. I'm going to find that link. I'm going to get on the Patreon, guys. I'm going to find the video. I'm going to work hard to let y'all listen to that crap, man. It's insane how women got these husbands by the balls, man. Like, listen, I tell you guys, I give you guys game, wisdom. I'm all for casual things and have a rotation of women and being free and doing your thing. I told you guys. I don't know, I got to find the video, son. I'm all for that. I'm all for feminine energy. But women understand, once you commit your life to them and be in a relationship, they can pull that crap. Coming to a convention and complaining about your husband not watching TV with you. Then he said he was. Then she said, oh yeah, and not talking to you and not holding you. And then the dude that was running the convention, he just basically spinning everything back on the husband. Then he said, oh, sweetheart, you think you should probably communicate with him better? And he's like, well, I tried. Yeah, you tried when you came all the way down to a convention to slaughter him in front of thousands of people. Listen, man. Being a married man or anything long-term committed, you got to really know what you're doing. And here's the thing, it's hard to maintain frame when you're in those long-term relationships, man. Let's be honest. Like those, because relationships are not even in our, it's not even in our DNA to be in those as men. So it's hard to maintain frame 24/7. That's tough. Very tough. And women see that. This is why they capitalize and take advantage. It's crazy. Number 5, last but not least, why men avoid long-term committed relationships. Hey guys, everybody give this live stream a like, please. Men fear that marriage will require many changes and compromises. They will require many changes and compromises. I remember I was with a woman and we was together for like 4 months, and she saw these pants that were at I think it was at Foot Locker, and you know everything was going good between me and her, and she was trying to change me. She was like, "Oh, you should get these pants," and they were really tight. Like I like little like tight fitted, but not like blousy. The pants were so tight. I mean, they were literally skinny jean jogging pants. And she's like, "You should get these," and she basically manipulated me into getting them, and I didn't even want them. And so when they came to the house, she was like, "Yeah, those look good." And I just wouldn't even come. And thing about it is, I said, "You know what? I'm gonna get these because when you're in a relationship, you try to, make the chick happy." And it was just literally like slim straight, Josh. Like slim. I'm like, man, this is. I said, man, I can't even do it, man. I don't got no room to move. And that's what women try to do. They try to make you wear certain things, make you do certain things. You can't see your friends. You can't go out here. You can't do this when you're in a long-term relationship. You got to put a halt, even going to the gym as much, because women want to spend maximum time with you. And here's the thing. When these women try to change you, they don't appreciate that. It's like they change you to their Ken doll. They're just changing you and molding you to their little Ken doll, and you do this, you do that. Literally, basically had me in leggings, Boosty Coyote. I'm like, man, and I'm sitting there, look, change. Women in relationships try to change you. They try to make you do certain things. You lose your freedom. This is a huge reason why men avoid them, because you lose your freedom to do what you want, to go out when you want. I remember I had a woman living with me. We was together. I started, going into the store. She's like, because I'm just used to getting up and, throwing my shoes on, going to the store. She's like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I'm getting ready to go to the store." And I had to remember, like, "Oh yeah, I gotta drag you along. I gotta tell you where I'm going. Like, hey baby, I'm going to the store. You want to come?" Like, it's just crazy. You always got to compromise. You always got to, you got to bring her along all the time. Even if you want to go on like a trip with your buddies, or if you want to go just, to the basketball gym. I remember I was with this chick. I had to have basketball games in this rec league. And this chick she literally wanted to go everywhere because she's like, "Yeah, I just want to make sure, basically I wasn't talking or dealing with other women." And she just come there, watch. So she didn't really come there, for me to watch. And she just wanted to make sure I wasn't dealing with talking to other women because she was insecure. Right? So you got to lug these chicks along and come on, babe. Come on, baby. It's like, come on. It's like, man. Then you got to hold hand. And I remember one time it was hot. It was like at least 85, 90 degrees. And we had this little festival. And what the chick wanted to do, she just wanted to hold my hand in hand. I'm talking about my hand was so sweaty. It was like literally the circulation was cut off. And women like to just hold hands. Because again, they love relationships. Even if you go over here, you gotta like, "Hey babe, I'm finna go to the bathroom real quick." Anywhere you go, where you going? Where you going? That's how it is when you're in something committed, man. You can't move how you truly want to move. Right? This is the facts of life. This is why men. This is just 5 reasons. This is not even the tip of the iceberg. This is just 5 reasons why men avoid long-term committed relationships. I know there are at least a dozen more. Like, you got to realize that things are looking too good for you right now. things you have to you have to literally change your life and be able to be molded. Because again, he doesn't want your commitment. Let me ask you this, ladies. What's easier, getting sex or getting commitment from a man? Getting sex for me is nothing. That's like a walking. Literally, it's like going to McDonald's drive. Like once you are good at the game and you've been in the field for so long, that's like going through McDonald's drive. That's nothing. Man, that's not even McDonald's drive. That's like delivery. Because now chicks just come straight to your house. You ain't got to go nowhere. Literally like delivery. You can stay in your pajamas. Right? So, literally like DoorDash. So, ladies, let me ask you this. If commitment is so hard for you to attain, shouldn't you get your act together? Shouldn't you be more appealing? Shouldn't you let a man know that, hey, I'm here to be submissive. Hey, I'm here to cook. I'm here to do all these things. What would you like me to do so I can gain your commitment? Ladies, you're not the prize in marriages or relationships. The only men you are a prize to is these thirsty beta males who can't get laid whatsoever. A man who's been in the field, a man who has options, an attractive man, the men you want, ladies, that top 30, 20%, those dudes understand that you are a dime a dozen. You're just a dime a dozen. As a matter of fact, the more attractive you are, the worse you are in bed. I can say this. I can testify to this. Because you're entitled. So as your looks start to decay and your attitude and maturity stays the same, you mix all that crap together and you got a firestorm. Why on earth would he commit to you? Please tell us. Please tell me. Listen, I'm just telling you the truth. Here's the thing. Ladies, you won't even want to be with those dudes who worship you. That's the crazy thing. Ladies, you don't even want to be with nice guys and dudes who worship you. You'll use those dudes for that because you know that you're not truly deserving of that. You want to be with dudes who treat you like trash. So with that being said, what are you going to do to make a relationship or anything long-term more appealing? What are you going to do? Are you going to buckle up and enjoy this decline? Because the marriage rates are going to decline. Even just long-term relationships, they're going to decline. Dudes are like, a woman would rather sleep with an attractive alpha dude with good looks and good genetics than be in a committed relationship with a nice guy, a good guy, average looking dude. So ladies, there are some dudes out there who are just nice, average looking, who's not really good with women, not really out there in the field. There are some dudes like that. And those dudes want to get married. But you got to understand, ladies, you don't even want those average dudes, those nice guys. You want the dudes who are attractive, the top 10, 20, 30%, to commit to you and marry you. You see you at a disadvantage? It's going to be hard for you, ladies, because you don't even want nice men. You want bad. This is what women want. I'm going to tell you what women want. Shout out to Aqua Dragon. Thank you for contributing your 5 shekels. This is what women want. Guys, everybody in this live stream, give it a thumbs up. Yes, this live stream is staying on this. This is the Darius M podcast. We will just go strictly live here. We will drop videos on the main channel, Darius M. Make sure everybody subscribe. Guys, click the bell so you can be notified when I do drop content. Everybody give this a thumbs up. If you in here, thumbs up costs nothing. Ladies, let me tell you this. You would rather be a side chick to an attractive dude as opposed to a wife to an average dude. You know it and I know it. You ladies don't want nice, good, average man who will love you, who will care for you. See, you don't want those guys when you like late 30s, 40s. But you know you're not truly attracted to those guys. Those guys don't get you wet. You want the attractive alpha guy, the top 20, 30%, the Chad, Tyrones, the Pookies. You want those men to commit. But you got to understand they don't have to. Ladies, you don't deserve the best. You deserve what you can negotiate. And right now, you cannot negotiate much because you don't have much to. You don't have a leg to stand on. You know why? Because we control commitment. We can turn it on and off for whatever woman we want to give our resources and time and energy to. You want a big 3, 4, 5 bedroom house. How you gonna get that? Through OnlyFans? Wake up! You don't get that through an OnlyFans account? By humiliating and disrespecting yourself? Heck, matter of fact, I got to do a review. The last time I looked on OnlyFans, last time I checked today, no nudity on OnlyFans. Last time I checked today at 6:45 when I woke up this morning, it said OnlyFans is cutting out sex and nudity. So ladies, how are you going to get your 4 to 5 bedroom house? I will be doing a review on that OnlyFans nudity being banned on the Patreon. Become a patron, my brothers. Yeah. So ladies, you want commitment. You thought you found a loophole with the OnlyFans and whatnot. You was getting a little bit of bread from thirsty guys. Now that's cut. So now, what are you going to do? You want that white picket fence. What do you got to do? You're going to jog. You're going to work out. You get in shape. You can't get the bag anymore. You can't secure the bag and the money from thirsty dudes. You can't do it anymore. That's being cut. So ladies, if you want a long-term commitment from a quality man, you need to be a quality woman yourself from top to bottom.